Hey everyone, my name's Cameron. I'm from Fresno State Diaspora. I'm making this video today hopefully to help you get Diaspora up and running both on Ubuntu and Mac. Take your pick. Ubuntu's on the left and Mac is on the right. So my approach here is all the code that I'm pasting into these terminal windows is right below this video. So if you just copy it and paste it into your own terminal window, you should be able to get this up and running. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Alright, the first step is to install build tools. So I copied that step 1 and I pasted it into the terminal window and voila, it's installing. On Mac, you just need Xcode. So if you go to developer.apple.com, you can find out more about that. Alright, step 1's complete. The next step is to install Ruby. So I always do Ubuntu first. Just copy that line, paste it over. Unfortunately for us Mac users, we already have it. So if you want to play around with it, you can go into your terminal window and type in IRB, and that will bring you to a Ruby environment. Alright, step 2 is complete. Now we need to install Mongo database. Ubuntu 10.10 is what I'm currently using, so if you're using anything else, you just need to change that version number from 10.10 to whatever. Just add the repository. If you're using 10.10, you can do exactly as I do. If you're using 10.4, you need to change 10.10 to 10.4. I failed a couple times. It just needs to be sudo apt add repository. Just make sure you have sudo first. So this time I get it. Okay, then add the keyserver. Okay, then run an update. Alright, then actually install mongodb-server. The original documentation said mongodb stable, but I can never get stable to work, so I changed stable to server and it works just fine. Okay, on the Mac side I already have it installed, but the approach is pretty much the same. You just won't see the same thing on my screen as you would your screen. So go ahead and copy that one line of code over. And this is installing Homebrew. We need Homebrew so we can grab a bunch of other packages that we need. It's a packaging client, so to speak, I guess. So we're going to use it now. We're going to type in brew install mongo, and that will install mongodb. I have some pasting issues here, but we'll get through it. Then it actually goes through. I get this warning because I already have it on my system. You probably won't get that same thing. So if you have any issues with this, please just leave a comment right below and we'll get back to you. Okay, you need to make a directory for the information to be stored. This is where the Diaspora development information is going to be handled and located. So do that, and then this third line is to give you access to that directory, whether it be read, write, edit. There's one more, I think. Alright, Mongo is installed. Step 4 is install OpenSSL. Fortunately for both of us, it's already installed. So moving on. Step 5, we need to install ImageMagick. This is a very big bundle, so you're definitely going to need to pause your video for this one. So Ubuntu, it's just one line, and Mac, it's just one line. And again, I already have it installed on my Mac, so you won't see the same thing, but it should work for you. Okay, step 5 is complete. Now we need to install the Git core. This is used for github.com. Diaspora uses this for their version control. So one line of code each side. Okay, you probably won't see the same thing again, so I'm going to close the terminal window and just start new. Alright, step 6 is complete. Step 7 is to install Ruby gems. 3 lines of code for Ubuntu, 1 line of code for Mac. So on Ubuntu, you need to add the repository first, and then run an update, and then install Ruby gems. Okay, on the Mac side, it's just sudo gem update -- system. Step 7 is complete. Step 8, we need to install Bundler. Both Ubuntu and Mac, it's the same line of code. And apparently I didn't have it on that side, so I just type it in. Sudo gem install Bundler. Awesome. Step 8 is complete. Step 9, we're actually going to get the code now. So this is the project, all the source files, and they're going to be located in whatever directory you're about to paste them into. So on the Mac side, I would literally go to my username directory, and I would see a Diaspora folder there. And then on the Ubuntu side, I would do the same thing. Home, test, and my Diaspora directory would be there. And I pasted it wrong. Incorrectly right there. Just needs that T. Okay, the code is on your computer. So we need to go to that directory. So the next step would be cd diaspora, because we need to create the symbolic link. So if you type in cd diaspora, that'll take you to the directory, and then copy that line of code, same line of code for each side. You just have to be in the directory. And I think I do it without being in the directory on the Ubuntu side first, and then I go to the directory, and then I do it correctly. Okay, step 11 is to run a bundle install while you're in that directory. So I think because I'm running VirtualBox, I have to do this twice. If you're just using Ubuntu solely on your machine, then you should only have to do it once. So I will have to do it twice on Ubuntu. Same line of code in the same directory on Mac, and it will install, and it will give you green text if you did it correctly. A green line that says you did it. Your bundle is complete. You'll see after this is loaded, the Ubuntu side doesn't bring up that green text, and then you know that you should probably try and run it again one more time. So on the Ubuntu side, I check to see if Mongo is running. It is running. And then I try and run the server. But I didn't see that green line of code, so it won't work. So it'll give me the opposite. It'll give me some red. I do the same thing over on Mac. I type in mongodb, and that gets the Mongo database running. If that doesn't work for you, please just leave a comment, and I'm sure we can find a fix. But it should work for you. On Ubuntu, I'm just going to run another bundle install to get that complete. So I go into the directory and I run another bundle install. Meanwhile, on the right side, we have Mongo running. So we need to open up another terminal window and start the server. So go ahead and bring up a new window. Go to the directory and type in /script/server. It's on the bottom of the instructions. And what this does is start a local instance of the Diaspora environment. It sets it up, and then you'll be able to open up an internet browser and go to the address 0.0.0.0:3000, which is port 3000, and you'll get to log in and experience this open source social network. Okay, so it loads up and you see that I can go to it. I open up Chrome, but Chrome fails on me for some reason, so I'll do it in Safari. So I go to 0.0.blah-blah:3000, and there it is, Diaspora Alpha. So you're able to log in and see all the features and all these things. So go ahead and create an account. Bundle install is still running on the left side. There it is, Diaspora. I click on the family aspect and I post a comment and everything's working. So if you have any issues with this on your Mac, please just post a comment and we'll get back to you. But it should work. I got all my information from diasporatest.com, joindiaspora.com, and I'll even show you fsdiaspora.com on this video to give you an example of what edited source code might look like. We took this framework and tried to make it a little bit ours, at least customized to our colors, and implement our visual tagging method. So if you go to our Diaspora, you'll be able to add a tag to a video, or I'm sorry, a picture, and that was implemented by our team at Fresno State. Credit goes to Michael Crisco, Iris Marvon, Samuel Rudd, Francisco Montanez, and myself, yours truly, Cameron Breyer. So I did get the green line of code on Ubuntu, and that means it did work. So I start the server with that same line, and I'm able to go to 0.0.0 port 3000 and run Diaspora. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Okay, I turn off the machine, and now I'm going to show you FS Diaspora, our customized code. First I go to Diaspora test if you have any questions. Nice little wiki. And then fsdiaspora.com. Feel free to create an account and explore. Check out our visual tagging method. And there it is, Fresno State Diaspora in our own colors, sort of. Feel free to create your own account. There are a bunch of links below that you can reference for help.